Alright everybody, welcome to my Fight Stick review of the Tournament Edition 2 Fight Stick by Mad Cats. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I do have an unboxing video of it on my channel, so go ahead, feel free to check that out. And you know exactly what it is I'm talking about. Now, on to how long I've been using this thing. I've been using this for about 2.5 weeks straight, every single day, for more than a few hours a day. Yeah, and that's not an exaggeration at least. So yeah, I feel pretty confident in this review. Now with that being said, if you've never owned a Fire Stick before, the buttons themselves, very sensitive. This goes for the top buttons that you use to actually play a game with, and then the start share buttons and all that good stuff on the backside. Very sensitive. The slightest press, like it doesn't even need to be pushed all the way in or even halfway in. Just like a tap will execute the command. So if you've never owned one before, I would just get used to it. Go into training mode, get used to how sensitive those buttons are going to be. Now I can't say that all Fight Sticks are that way. I could only assume they are because I've only ever owned this Fight Stick. So now as far as the joystick goes, it comes with a standard square restrictor gate. So if you don't know anything about the restrictor gates, there's plenty of videos up talking about them and about how, you know, out in Japan they use square restrictor gates, and you know, generally people out here in the West like to use the octagon restrictor gates or circular restrictor gates. And you could easily just, you know, buy it online, have them ship it, change it out. The Fight Stick is extremely customizable. I have not done that. I've just been using the square restrictor gate, so it took me some getting used to. In either case, no matter what restrictor gate, I would have had to get used to it. Now, also, just a quick little thing. I would actually prefer it if this Fight Stick had an auxiliary port for your headset, because sometimes I do play late in the evening, and you know, I don't want people waking up or anything because of the sound of the TV or what have you. So I mean, I don't think any Fight Stick really has that, but I think that's something that they should incorporate into the new ones, just because I think it'd be beneficial for, like, you know, late night gameplays. Now, if you have not ever owned a Fight Stick, like I said, definitely look up some videos on proper hand placements and what have you. The people I looked up are Gootecks, Gootecks, as well as Flojesan or Flow. It's Floejisan. Flojesan gives great tutorials. I mean, I think he only has 3 up right now as far as the fundamentals of Street Fighter. And Gootecks, he actually has videos talking about, you know, like a Fight Stick tutorials, if you will. And it's really good help. And as soon as I got it, I was looking at those videos and practicing along with it, and I feel like that really helped me get used to the Fight Stick. And then they also have like Cross Counter TV, which definitely has a lot of gameplay footage of Street Fighter 5, and you know, it'll help your game along. Now, anyways, back to the Fight Stick. So, as far as hand placements go, compared to the game controller, the Fight Stick definitely a big help. Because for me, the game controller was just a bit too clunky, just for my own personal preference. I couldn't put the inputs in as fast or as cleanly as I can with the Fight Stick. That's just, again, my own personal preference. Some people prefer the game controller, some Fight Stick, and I also have a little in-between, which is like a gamepad controller. You could look that up as well. Now, as far as the inputs go, everything is very responsive, very fast. Any errors that happen, it's purely off me. Like, there'll be instances where I try to do a Tatsu, and I'll go down, down, back, back, right? That's the commands. However, sometimes I'll go down, back, and I'll just completely skip the down, back because I'm not, you know, using the joystick properly. But that's all on me. Aside from that, the weight of it, it just feels solid. And like I said, I've been using this thing every single day, and I'm putting a lot of work on it, using the joystick, all sorts of crazy, trying to figure out different combos and all this other good stuff. But I really think that it's helped my game out a lot, just because of the fact that I can input everything much more cleanly, and everything is just so much more responsive than, you know, a game controller. So my end result conclusion is that it is a very good buy. If you want one, I would say get it. Definitely worth the money, as long as you put in the work in order to get used to it and actually get better with it. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, hit me a like, and I'll catch y'all later. Peace.